Okay, well, Jamie. And I'm never quite sure whether to say is or was, but I am more comfortable saying is my daughter. I know a lot of people say was. For me, she's still part of the family. Jamie was an enigma. She could be very bright and very bubbly. She was very intelligent. She loved to read. She very passionate about anything she got involved in. She did not do anything half-hearted. If she was going to do it, it was in with both feet. She loved to write. She wrote a lot of very poignant poems that I'm glad we still had access to. She loved her kids. She loved her kids with all her heart. She wanted things to be better so she could be a better mom. We've been talking about my daughter, Jamie Gray, who was murdered in Jamestown on January 20th of 2005. She was just outside of her apartment door. She was stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. She had been over here 4 hours before. I'm walking down the hallway and I don't usually, at least I didn't at that point, tell people when I left, I love you. You know, it was just bye, see you later type of thing. Now I make a point of saying, I love you, even if it's just a short little, you know, going out the door. But I stopped and I told her that I was proud of her. And you know, she poked her head around the side of the bathroom and she says, you know, you're the second person to have complimented me today. That feels really good. And she had this big beaming smile on her face. And I'm glad I paid attention to that little voice inside to stop and tell her that I was proud of her. And, you know, 4 hours later, we get this phone call and our world just kind of got turned on its ear. We got to the hospital and it was solidified for us because we got up to the desk and said who we were, and the nurses just kind of looked at each other and they said, we've got this little conference room down the hallway, would you please go down to the conference room and someone will come and talk to you. And that cemented it for us. We knew that she was dead. It's frustrating because Jamie was at a place of where she was really working hard to turn her life around. She had just gotten a job, just started working. We had been to court not too long before, and she had decided, you know, that she wanted the kids to stay with us a little while longer. We were looking at May for them being able to go back with her at the end of the school year. And she wanted to go back to school. She was thinking about going back into psychology. She just looked like she was ready to blossom again. It just seemed so, like I said, surreal that here she is. She's getting her act back together. It looks like things are going to go in the direction she wants them to, and that just gets cut off. Catching the person, having them punished, isn't going to bring Jamie back. It's not going to change things for us. Where we are is where we are. My big concern is that if this person is still out there, that they have the opportunity to do it to somebody else. That's probably my main reason for wanting them to be caught, is just to make sure that it doesn't happen again.